Here's a quick and easy way to create a global gitignore file. The first step is pretty obvious, but you need to actually create the file to store the global gitignore settings. So let's say we're going to name it .gitignore_global. You can name this file whatever you want, but giving it this naming pattern is a common convention. So once you do this, you'll be entered into Vim, and you can add the files that you want to ignore. So let's say we're testing out some new AI tools, and they generate markdown files that maybe we don't want to have to always check into our local project. So let's see, Gemini.md, maybe warp.md, maybe let's say Claude.md, because we're testing out all the things. So now we have a gitignore file that has the files that we want to hide. But if we look in our project, we notice that those files are still being shown when we run a git status. Well, this is because we need to go on to step 2. We need to actually tell Git where to point to it. So all you have to do is run this command, and what this does is say run git config -- global, and it points to the file that we created. And so now if we were to run git status, we notice that those markdown files are no longer in our history. And if you just want to make sure without having to go to the project, you can run this command, and that'll tell you that, okay, the gitignore file is pointing to this path.